Good morning, Haven Church family. It is Matthew Gamble. I am coming to you from the home this morning. The family and I took a week off, Sunday to Sunday of this week, so it is Saturday morning. We actually drove back home last night after enjoying a trip down the coast that pretty well, I guess, in some respects, highlighted, or at least what I would like to highlight this morning in just a few minutes, is our experience in Anaheim at Disneyland. We went to Adventureland, Disney something adventure. I wish I knew exactly what it was called. And I guess in many respects, the name is not even the most important thing as much as it was about our experience. So I just wanted to highlight a couple things quickly and let you all into it. Missing you guys, looking forward to being back with you guys next week. But in the meantime, a few things that I noticed and experienced about our experience of Disney Land, Adventureland, whatever, is that number one, huge sticker shock on the front end. I mean, the price to get into the park for the family of three, and Noah was free, was ridiculous. So family of four, but Noah was free, so made it three, was ridiculous. But as we ended up leaving, and my wife and I debriefed that evening and into the next day just about our experience there and asking ourselves, was it worth it? I would answer a resounding yes. And here's a couple things that I noticed. Number one, their staff is on point. Those people are passionate about their park. They're knowledgeable. At one point, I asked a guy sweeping up trash. Asked him a question about how to get to a certain place. He knew everything A to Z of how to tell me to get to a certain place. Knew it, was willing and happy and eager to answer any question I had. Number two, I got to thinking about it, and I don't know when Disney started, but they've been around for a long time, and they are still relevant, still drawing tons of crowds. People coming out in droves, people having a blast. And I would argue that the reason why that they say are able to stay relevant and have a huge following is because they're constantly innovating, constantly growing, constantly thinking about ways in which they can improve and flipping up the game. They're constantly, again, developing. There was building projects going on all over the place. And number three, I was blown away with the experience of it all. There was one time where our kids went in, we went in with our kids to a program of a Doc McStuffins live thing. It was about 45 minutes. The seats were terrible because everybody was seated on the floor, but that didn't matter. The kids were totally engaged, totally riveted the entire time, as were the majority of us parents. We went to a play for Frozen that was just over the top. So, leaving there, I would argue that we got more than our money's worth of an experience that is a unique experience for us. We don't go regularly, we've never been actually. That was our first experience to Adventureland. But it's one that left a lasting impact. Our elders, and I know you can't see this right because it's backwards, but Deep and Wide by Andy Stanley. The elders and the board are all reading this book, and one of the things that Andy quotes is from Jim Collins, who is a leadership organizational guru, and he says this: when institutions fail to distinguish between current practices and the enduring principles of their success and mistakenly fossilize around their practices, they've set themselves up for decline. We all know that Elmshaven was on great decline, and the Haven has experienced some incline. I think we have a lot to learn from places like Adventureland. And I believe that God is calling the Haven to be something extraordinary, a place where unchurched people love to attend. We're grateful that Foothills Elementary is there today and all the families that come along with Foothills Elementary. And I know that you're going to be blessed today. I just would invite every one of you, and maybe during our prayer time today, you guys can say a prayer for the Haven, that we would be the church that God has called us to be, that we would be constantly growing and innovating for His glory, creating a place and an experience whereby people aren't coming because they feel that they are compelled to go because God expects it of them, but they are compelled to come because of the experience that they have is so life changing, that the Holy Spirit is so evident in their experience that they want more. That is what I am experiencing at the Haven. I pray that that's your experience as well. And if it's not, the question becomes, what can we do to get there? But God bless you guys. I hope you have a stellar Saturday, Sabbath day of rest. And I look forward to seeing you all really, really soon. God bless.